is saying a lot for a lot of people are going to be seeing. This is a huge storm system.
Yeah, this looks like a significant snow for us, possibly one of the strongest storms that we have seen in the Susquehanna Valley in about 5 years. Now, we still have some spotty snow showers out there. They're going to be tapering off, but still an isolated snow shower could linger through the overnight hours and early tomorrow. Now, temperatures will climb tomorrow afternoon, but the Arctic chill gets here before the storm, and late Friday and through much of Saturday, we could see wind chills below zero. So late Friday night and into Saturday is an impact time frame. So Friday night's an impact night, Saturday into an impact morning. Now Sunday, significant snow. Some areas of the Susquehanna Valley with early indications could receive possibly up to, if not more, than a foot of snow, something we're watching very closely. Here's a look what's left of these isolated snow showers on live Local 8 radar. Bulk of what you see here is not reaching the ground, but there could be some slick spots through the night tonight. The best chance for those will be up towards Lewistown and into eastern portions of to Juniata County. Just seeing some of this light snow right now. Perhaps a few flurries or isolated snow showers in parts of Lancaster into Chester County for about another couple more hours. But notice we have a little bit more action off to our west. So just a lingering isolated snow shower through the night tonight or some flurries. And then again as we go through tomorrow. But notice the lows down to near 30 degrees. That's quite a warm up compared to early this morning when much of the Susquehanna Valley saw lows down in the single digits and a few isolated spots at or below zero. So notice here on the predictor, we've got a little front that lingers on pushing across the Susquehanna Valley. May see those isolated snow showers as of 7 a.m. But this next front will fall apart and we'll get some peaks of sunshine, and temperatures tomorrow will be the warmest likely of the next 10, topping off in the lower 40s. We'll start to see that colder air move in through the day on Friday, but it's Friday night into Saturday. Here comes that intense chill ahead of the snow. So that's why it's an impact night into the morning for your Friday. Again, we're talking wind chills below zero, so you want to limit outdoor exposure, dress in layers, because there is a threat for some frost bite. As we go on into Friday night, notice these feels like temperatures down below zero to start Saturday morning. It's not until the afternoon when it's going to start to feel like it's above zero. Outside right now, much warmer compared to that. Right now, 36 in Elizabethtown, 39 if you're joining us from Hanover, 38 currently in Landisburg. There's the winter chill. Where's the winter storm for Saturday? It is still off the west coast, off the coast of California. It's going to move inland through the day tomorrow, and that will help improve the track of the storm and the forecast of the storm as we start to get some ground truth put into our forecast modeling. And here's what will steer that weekend storm: the intensity and the track of that ridge of high pressure. Think of it like a linebacker pushing a running back, and it's likely going to keep this storm down to our south, allowing for the cold air to be in place as the storm gets a little closer to us. So notice here around midnight, we start to see the light snow showers moving in the valley, and then the steadier snow, heavier bands of snow likely will start moving in Sunday morning. Could see some areas receiving an inch of snow per hour. That will continue through Sunday evening, and then finally the storm pulls away on into Monday. But if we get that light and fluffy snow, the winds will pick up and we could see some blowing and drifting in snow through the day on Monday, and that is why Monday's an impact day. So how much? What's the confidence at what we could see? I think much of the Susquehanna Valley should prepare for 6 inches of snow, but what's on the table? 12 inches of snow. It's possible there could be some higher totals, but chances for that are lower. So here's a look at, we're talking a possibility of a foot or more, a 60 to 80% chance across much of the Susquehanna Valley, a little bit lower for Lewistown up towards State College. Last time we saw that, got to go back to 2021 where we last saw a footer. Now, this being said, forecast is coming into focus, but the forecast is fluid. So we'll continue to monitor the track of the storm, and we'll likely continue to tweak the totals and the timing in the days to come. There's that Arctic chill that will remain as the storm exits the valley. All of next week could be spent below freezing with highs in the 20s and lows down into the single digits a series of nights next week.